We are back in the world of black powder and pikemen as we have returned to Pike Shot Total War, the mod for Shogun 2 Total War, which, yes, as you might be able to tell, brings us back to the age of Pike and Shot. During the 30 Years' War, which ravaged Europe and brought in many nations from across the continent into this war for faith, pretty much. Fighting to who was right about like what Christianity was. Whether it's a Protestant faith or was it Catholicism that was right? But yeah, a crazy start to this fight here. We have a huge guerrilla startup by the Catholic League here. No guessing which side they think Christianity should be leading. We have some Jaegers here. We have Dragoon Pikemen, which must be a new unit. Because I've never seen these guys before. I mean, that guy's a face guard, kind of reminiscent of Shogun 2 a little bit. But yeah, what a cool unit. It's a 100-man Dragoon Pike unit. And pretty much they've just got this area sort of pinned down early on. I guess they kind of want to hold on to this town area to the Catholic nations here. And try and hold this. They've got some Croatian Harkebusiers, some Aduiks as well, so some more Jaeger sword type units. And they're already fighting against line infantry here from Denmark, which is the new faction for Pike and Shot Total War, which is what we're really here to see all about. But, you know, the Catholic League are kind of stealing the show a bit with this crazy setup that they have going on. But yeah, what a start. I mean, they've got a nice bit of a hilltop as well. But yeah, we'll have a look through the Danish army as we go on. I've seen some like King's Life Regiment units. That was what we started on. These guys in sort of like the pale blue. These are the King's men, the King's troops. What are these? Join more lifeguard. The Dronigan's Life Regiment. We have this unit in NTW3 as well, funny enough, and it's another so that shows how long it's around. A Hamilton Scots Regiment. Hamilton is literally everywhere with the Scots, it seems. I don't know who this man is, but if someone knows, I would like to know, because he seems to be everywhere. And there you go, the cavalry has gone through over here. We've got some cavalry regiment just, clearing out these Jaegers. I don't know what the explosives going off are, though. That's odd. Maybe that's artillery? I do not know. We've got a General's Bodyguard back there. We've got 4-pounders. Yeah, it looks like... And then we've got, like some Carabineers over here blasting his way as well. Who's the general? We've got Christian IV of Denmark as the general. I don't know if the other general is going to be anyone unique. Ernst von Mansfeld. Very German-sounding name. But yeah, we got a few different varieties of generals in this 3v3 here. So that's good to see. And yeah, melee taking place here already. You don't see that very often. But I mean, they're just getting rid of some Jaegers. And I guess the Pikes as well. The Dragoon Pikemen, it could be a little bit more of a pain. But yeah, what starts this Pike and Shot battle? Usually these things take ages to get going, but literally I press play and this battle is underway. You couldn't ask for any more. But yes, if you want to see more Pike and Shot on the channel, then do remember leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show support. It really does help out the channel. And yeah, if you ever want to get involved in any Pike and Shot battles yourself, feel free to join their Discord. The link is down below in the description, as is the link to the mod. It's very easy to install straight off ModDB. And yeah, just slap into your data file pretty much for Shogun 2. A lot of cav here moving forward, dueling with the Croatian Harkebusiers. It looks like, yeah, the cavalry regiment, the Ritter here, they're moving forward. Gonna start blasting. There you go, doing a little drive-by. They nearly routed those Croatians. They literally haven't even lost a man, those Croatians, and they're still scared and wavering. Which shows how pathetic they are as a unit. But yes, the opponents for the 3 Danish armies here today, I guess so we're all aware, is we have the 1618 Catholic League twice, and then we do have 1618 Holy Roman Empire, which was actually the opponents that we had for the Bohemians in Lomnies. I was trying to remember the name of the battle, but it's Lomnies. Yeah, so we're going to have similar sort of units to what we saw for them, but it's a new era, I think, I think we've had like 1630s, 1640s, and this is like the earliest period now, 1618. So it'll be interesting to see how this one goes down. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the Danes do. I've been told they're kind of more of a support faction, not necessarily as strong as some of the other factions. It'd be interesting to see how they go up against these three. I mean, I called the HRE a superpower. The Catholic League seem pretty strong. Have pretty similar units to the HRE, whether they can, like their units more expensive, or whether they're just not. I don't know. They might not be the case. I might be making that up. But yeah, they seem like they can bring large armies themselves, the Catholic League. The Danish armies maybe are a little bit smaller looking from like this sort of view here. I haven't counted really the units up one by one, but the Danes might be ever so slightly smaller in scale, but it doesn't really matter. Everyone's going to have like huge armies. These armies are usually around about 4 to 5, 6k each. So you have huge battles. And this, yeah, if everyone here, we have probably about 30,000 men on this battlefield. This 3v3, everyone's sort of around, yeah, 5 to 6k, maybe a bit lower in the case of the Danes. So yeah, so anywhere between 25 and 30,000 troops on today's battlefield, which is great. I do love that. That is one thing that like Pike and Shot really brings to life, is the scale. And look at that. Reload, boys. It takes you about 6 years anyway to load your muskets up, so you might as well start reloading. I think they are just blasting Jaegers. You probably want to hold your fire. Yeah, because, I mean, on a good day, you can barely hit a very congested formation of infantry. You're not going to hit one random man as he runs away. But yeah, there you go. So like the first phase of the battle is over. I think I'm going to make a quick cut because I don't know how quickly the Danes are going to move forward. I'll see. Maybe I don't know, the Danish right seems like it's still on the advance. The centre and left seem like they've come to a halt. Doesn't seem like the Danes have got much in the way of artillery. They got some, as we saw, we had a sort of 4-pounder, yeah, loitering in the middle. It looks like, yeah, there's a few on that side. And there's none over here. So yeah, I would imagine this army's going to be pretty aggressive. They're not going to sit back. These guys are already, yeah, they're still just shooting stragglers, aren't they? So yeah, I'll hold fire from it. Yeah, the Danish left is very far behind. So I imagine it's going to be a little while until they actually advance. I mean, in fairness, the Danish left's probably got the hardest point to attack. It's very much going to be an uphill fight for them there. So yeah, I'll make a quick cut and I'll see you guys in a second. So we have returned, and Denmark stood in for a long, long time. All that's really happened is one Croatian Harkovicia has come forward. This literally just happened now. One Croatian Harkovicia has come forward. It's got shot out a bit by Sir Archibald Douglas and his Scots. And he is, and that's all that's really happened at the moment. The Danes are slowly now getting into position. They are actually now, I think, getting the first volley off now at the Catholic League as the Danes move forward here. They've been trying to maneuver around this hilltop, and they're attacking from this flank here. So it looks like the Danes, they've got their national sort of like musketeers. I guess it's like their landwehr, I guess it is almost. We've got Hampton Scots here. Yeah, we've got more like national sort of infantry, Hampton Scots. And yeah, we are going to see a bit of a cav charge here, I think, in a moment. The Pappenheim Cuirassiers, I think they see that there is no cavalry support. They're all in the forest busy at the moment, and I think we're going to see a cav charge into all these troops. I wouldn't blame them. It is the perfect opportunity. Denmark's cav is caught sleeping, and we're going to see a great charge here from the Catholic League into the back of these musketeers, charging through them. The pikes are going to react, I'm sure, but it might be too little, too late, and there you go. That great charge there from the Cuirassiers has destroyed 2 musketeer units within a matter of seconds, and they can move on to the next. They're only winded. It's whether the Catholic League wants to maybe hold fire so you don't blast your own musketeers. That might help. They're just going to keep on going. Yeah, I imagine. Actually, the musketeers are slowly returning, some of them already, which is kind of impressive. The cav here hasn't decided to commit. And these cuirassiers, I think, are probably taking more losses from friendly fire than they have from the musketeers they charged. But yeah, great job there by the Catholic League, doing a really good job with the hammer and anvil. And now it looks like they're going to have a big old cav fight potentially here as well. Harkovissiers and Croatian Harkovissiers and more cuirassiers already and waiting. You can see the musketeers here are also trying to help out. And here goes Denmark. Looks like we're going to see some Ritter go in here. And they're going to try and get their revenge on the Catholic League. And I think they do. No, they're just running away. They're not actually broken. Pikes have been formed in squares, not a bad idea. And volleys from the Danish here. I mean, they well outnumber the Catholic League when it comes to cavalry, do the Danes. So it's, yeah, when it comes to firepower, they can't do much. Oh my gosh, okay, maybe they don't. There's plenty more cuirassiers now coming across, and arquebusiers. So yeah, they are now shifting a lot of troops back over here, and the Danes have now changed their mind, and they're running away. This is also looking good in the sense that the Catholics are able to now sort of split the Danish off. They can isolate this Danish army here. They've kind of self-inflicted in doing this because they've kind of marched all the way around instead of just marching head on. We have a good old line fight as well, right in the middle now here taking place. As we have sort of like national... Yeah, I don't know Danish, but I'm going to presume there's like national fjord regiments can be like National Guard, sort of musketeer or something like that. I imagine it's something like that. They're blasting away anyway here. They've got their artillery crew as well doing their bit. Artillery crew is very easy to counter with musket fire. I don't know whether they've changed that or whether these guys aren't firing at the Danish guns. I don't know, but you need to get a volley off soon, boys. They are right in front of you. You cannot miss. Just canister them, and that's all you need to do. Just blast away, boys. Fire when ready. Yes, with your gun, with your sword. Light the cannon. I don't know if you saw that. He's dropped his sword now. Oh, well, the pikes are coming. You need to hurry up, guys. There you go. Cannons fired. And it did, in fact, hit, but not the unit in front of it. And it nearly routed the pike there, and the pikes are going in. And they are going to try and, I guess, break this this Danish line. They're doing their best. But yeah, the real fight, it's going on everywhere, to be fair, as the fighting is, yeah, taking place. I mean, it looks very, very close quarters over here, actually, for the Catholic League and the Danes. They are, yeah, fighting tooth and nail. We've got some pretty heavily armored pikes on both sides actually going in there. Cav fight is looking like it's going to happen anytime soon. And it is actually, I think it looks like that they're going in. I think they're going to volley and then charge, I'd imagine, these carabineers here. Fire! Point blank range. That's how you do the best damage to a cav unit and quickly, is just blast it like that. And yeah, you can see the amount of horses that have dropped down. Quite a lot of dead from that one. And in goes the Danish cav here. They have, in fact, gone in with cavalry regiments. This is like basic Ritter. Nothing too well armored, just literally guys with sabers mounted up. And I think they're fighting, they are fighting cuirassiers. Yeah, they're fighting Pappenheim's cuirassiers. And they are losing that fight 3-1, well 3-2 maybe actually. The Croatians are in there, but still not looking good on those odds. As you got more cuirassiers here. I don't think there's anything really like particularly heavy. You got some lifeguard Ritter over here. These guys, and you've got some cuirassiers here as well. So they've got some decent stuff, but nothing like insanely good. But that cav fight, yeah, that's going to be pretty decisive. If Denmark loses this, then they can just swing around, can the Catholic League, and they can start to just hammer and anvil these engagements going on down here. Pike's already fighting each other here, Pike squares. Yeah, they're moving forward. They're having a real tough old time. The Danes are trying to break through this. They're wavering in quite a lot of spots. There you go. Yeah, their cav is losing out. Can't really tell who's who, but the guys in red typically are the Danes. There are some Croatians in there, which is a bit odd, but yeah, they're quite easy to pick out as well. They've got some strange looking hats going on. But there you go, the cav fight pretty much won here by the Catholic League. The General's bodyguard here, he might need to start running for his life because yeah, he's on the flank now. HRE looks like they might be struggling actually a little bit here against the Danes in the center. Looks like the Danes went for a bit of a charge here with cuirassiers of their own. Yeah, they're actually just sort of just barging through this flank here, breaking quite a few Italian mercenary musketeers. And they're just going to keep on working their way down. And HRE actually, yeah, it looks like he could get mass routed here, I think. He's not actually moving his army at all. He's just, well, not accepting his fate. But his line, yeah, needs to retreat. So the cuirassiers just can't keep marching along it. And getting support from infantry, they will be unstoppable. Where's the HRE's cav? Oh, he's moved it all the way out over there. The cuirassiers all the way out on that left flank supporting there. The Danes are actually being a pest over on this right flank here as well. What have they got over here? They've got just some mercenary Ritter here, just trying to do some damage. But yeah, all the HRE cav is pretty much out of position. They've got, it looks like, one Polish armored cavalry unit that I guess could, you know, be a threat. It's like pretty much a lancer. It could deal with the cuirassiers and the Danish cav. Looks like it's they've managed to turn their line. What are these? Fugger infantry. Fugger musketeers. The Danes are in lime green. What is this unit? Is the... Well, I'm not even going to try and say it's, again, national, sort of like pikemen. I know that Schellendance is like basically the main island that like Copenhagen's on. However you say that word. I do apologise to all the Danes I've probably insulted. Yeah, all the Fugger infantry just sort of trying to hold that corner there. It looks like we've got a lot of Broiner sort of units on the side. Pikes and musketeers. They're falling back over there. I'd say that this is looking pretty dire for this Danish force here. If they win on this flank here, again, the Catholic League, like this is more of a melee, sort of like a fight between infantry. Yeah, sorry, musketeers versus musketeers in there. I mean, and what's going on over here? Oh, they routed of those Danes. Just flank around with those guys. Just keep flanking, just get in behind the Danes. Just cause as much morale issues as possible. Danish general, bodyguard is, yeah, very much overcommitted. Don't know why he's actually been committed, but 29, he's routing. He's routing with 29 out of 40 like troopers still alive. That is catastrophe for this army here. I would have thought this is going to start to mass rout pretty soon. Like, morale is so paper thin in Pike Shot, especially when the general's gone. Here we go, Pikes going in. We'll see. Maybe they'll hold. I don't think so though. And then, yeah, the 16-18 Roman Empire units, they're holding on for now. He seems to have sort of reset himself. I think they should have kept up the pressure. The Danes, I feel like, had these guys on the run. The Catholic League, the other Catholic League on the their left flank, the Danish right, is causing some issues. But it's not really getting really close up and personal like the other Catholic League army is. It's quite happy to sit back. I guess maybe they feel like it's a little bit more close on this side here between these sets of players. With the HRE pretty badly bruised, I can see why you might think that. I don't even know where the general is for HRE. Oh, he's so far back, and he's just a basic general. With Matthias Gallus there. I don't know who we do have on the other one. Count of Tilly himself. So yeah, a pretty famous general. Yeah, you can see the Danes are running. Really, the Catholic League should be chasing after them. Keep them preoccupied, because his cavalry, you can see, is sort of in behind. He's now, I guess, going to get pinned between the red line and the Danish army if it's not careful. But the Danes, as you can see, running for their lives. If they kept chasing these guys down the Catholic League, they would have these guys routed. They could pin them by the red line, and that would be, well, there'd be nowhere to go, quite literally. Back over here, it looks like another big cav fight starting to take place to the side. Fade to the center. Looks like the Danes, well, actually it's not really a cav fight as such, it's just Danish cav going in. It's a bit of HRE, the Polish army, Lances went in. But yeah, again the Danes win that one. But here we go, a cuirassier assault here from the HRE. Hit them and hit them hard, boys.
Our men are running, sir.
And they're actually going to pull, I think they're pulling out because of the cavalry that's actually coming in behind. You can see here we have cuirassiers for Denmark also in the back lines here. So yeah, again, they're sort of encircling, and this is pretty much what's left of the HRE, and certainly their infantry. Their cav here is doing its best. It's trying to rout infantry, but it also has, you know, Danish stuff coming in behind. Christian the Fourth of Denmark is committed himself. He needs to be careful he's not shot by his own men. He doesn't want to be, overcommitted, because he's got a long way to still go. He might have to go and fight 2 more Catholic League battles before we can say that the overall battle is over and done with. But we can see a charge here, looks like, or at least like a drive-by. Ritter coming point-blank range. They're probably going to try and blast these musketeers and then charge in, or not. Let's say get over on this side. There's a lot lighter cav, no real. There's no cuirassiers. It's just arquebusiers and Ritter. Could be wrong. It's just all. No, I think I'm right. Actually, it is just like medium and light missile sort of cav. I guess is what you call them. And here we go, got a charge coming. This seems like on this side here, Denmark definitely has the cavalry superiority looking in numbers. We can see Ernst von Mansfeld, he's going to go in. And the Ritter's getting out of there. No surprise, really. No surprise at all. But yeah, overall, so it looks like Catholic League won pretty much over here. Denmark's still alive, but all in name. He's got about 4 units left. Well, I don't know, actually. It looks like he's hidden, so they can't actually see how many units he has left. But he doesn't have much. He has a mauled army, no general. This Catholic League armies are probably doing the right thing. In moving over here, because HRE looks like he's about to also be on the chopping block pretty soon. His army's getting boxed in by the Danes, fired upon by multiple directions. He can't deal with the cavalry either. His cuirassiers seem to have been just pushed aside. We have got some Croatian arquebusiers there. I don't know who's like which Catholic League they're from, but they're from one or the other. But yeah, it is only a matter of time now, I would have said, until the HRE starts to buckle and bleed even more. And they can get side shots from this angle already, the Danes here. They're blasting into the side of that HRE unit. His general as well is in the front lines. Good thing they brought him forward now. Oh, he's a general bodyguard. Is just a samurai. That is hilarious. I don't know if that's a bug or whether that's just that they haven't actually got him a unit yet. But there's some samurai going in, I guess. That's hilarious. In you go, boys. Well, it's a little nod to show that it is still, you know, still very much a Shogun 2 mod and still a work in progress. Ritter going in. I mean, their general's also technically engaged. I don't know if he's actually going to, you know, be able to fight. I don't know what his stats are like. Whether he's going to be super overpowered or whether he's going to be just, you know, so weak that he just gets pushed aside. But there you go. The Cav routes that infantry pretty easily. No surprise there, really. Cavalry just against musketeers. Easy game. Combat even for that general, you know. And the Caveat is just going in trying to destroy this sort of block. I mean, the Pikes are still alive here. We've still got a 300-man unit of Pikes. You just shoot that up with infantry. Get all the musketeers with cavalry and then just, yeah, with the pikemen, kill them with musketeers. Simple as. This Danish, I mean, ow, that's not good. That is not good. Made it sound like I just stubbed my toe or something, but I didn't. I actually instead just watched Denmark lost a good portion of his cavalry. Pretty fruitless charge. When his Ritters just charge head on into a musketeer, I think in hope and prayers that he's going to maybe break something. He didn't. Needs to keep his cav alive, as I was saying literally minutes ago. Denmark probably has cavalry superiority on this side in the sense of numbers. Or at least he did. I don't know if he does now necessarily, actually. A lot more massing here for the Catholic League. Maybe they feel like they can shift more this way because the other Catholic League's on the way. But also, they're doing a good job of the Danes of keeping the Catholic League at bay. It evidently is doing a good amount of damage. You can see the amount of bodies from all these troops here. Here comes the Catholic League sending in the Count of Tilly. Looks like into melee. He's going to be fighting against all these Danish cav here. I think that is the general bodyguard, yeah, routed for the HRE. So he's gone. HRE's pretty much out the game as well. It looks like we've got the return of that other third Danish army is on the way. Very battered and bruised, but maybe in the back lines it can cause some sort of upset for that victorious Catholic League. But he's very healthy, so we will see. HRE is also supplementing this offensive here. Is going to help the Catholic League, probably with, you know, these guys can sort of cover the advance of the actual healthy and leaded general, I think it might be the right word. Catholic League is what I was thinking. But yeah, looking at this, I mean, it looks like, yeah, losing, well, combat even. This one is certainly not. This is losing decisively. George Rudolf Haslang is going to be pretty much dead. Yeah, I guess the Danes are really good at shooting. I mean, these King's Life Regiment musketeers, they must be pretty good, I'd imagine. But yeah, I'd imagine that's what they're really good at. I mean, the the Hamilton Regiment of Musketeers, also, you know, here, causing a problem. And they seem like they're, you know, decent at shooting when I've seen them in previous games. It's quite cool as well that these guys speak in English, like the Scots, but then you literally move down to like a... you can hear them there saying, prepare to defend yourself, and then if you move down to a Norwegian unit, if we can find any, this might all be Scots down here, yeah, like right at the end, these guys will speak, well, sorry, yeah, a Danish unit, not a Norwegian unit. A Danish unit, they'll start speaking Danish, which is very cool. I feel like it's a really, really cool thing. That guy just got absolutely blitzed by a musket ball, flew past. Interesting that Pikes has been left out here by Denmark. I don't really know what they're trying to achieve there, but they are retreating as this Danish player. And they're kind of boxing up now. I don't know how big a fan I am of this. I mean, they've got reinforcements on the way, if you want to call them reinforcements. But yeah, boxing up like this could be their downfall. You never know. They could just end up getting encircled. It's the Archibald moving forward here. I was wondering what this unit was in yellow, and it's the Scots unit. The boys of yellow. Keep doing your bit. Or not. Here we go. Looks like another charge coming here. The counter-artillery again. Looks like he's moving forward. Might be going for a charge here. There's, you know, obviously these Hamilton Scots on his left. That's an option. HRE and like the Catholic League here is still pushing hard. HRE should be out really. No right to still be here. But they are. I guess the Tarquinians are probably going to shoot point blank range. They're also getting shot themselves point blank range by Hamilton Scots. There you go, just constant blasting from the HRE there. Doing what they can, and there you go, there goes the cab charge into Archibald and Hamilton Scots. Absolutely destroying them. I mean, it's just Arquebusiers really, and there's a Cuirassier as well. They're all going in, they're just going to work their way down the line, I imagine. Imagine that is the aim. No, they're kind of boxing up here as well. The returning Danes are still a long way away. I think it's because they're all very tired and exhausted from already retreating and routing so once already. That's why they're taking forever. There you go, Pike's gone as well. That's not a good sign. Light pikemen have been routed by cavalry, of all things. Here comes more cavalry as well, more arquebusiers. They should really just, yeah, send everything. If I was the Catholic League, I'd be smelling blood at this point. There's a really good chance to rout a lot of Danes here. Charging in. Going in after, yeah, the King's Musketeers. No, not the King's Musketeers. I think they routed. I think they're gone. So much for being an elite unit. And yeah, this is the problem. Is this is like Danish force here? They're falling back. The HRE and the Catholic League follow, but this Danish army has not been falling back, or I guess either been aware of it, and gaps are appearing. And I mean, in a minute, yeah, like the counter-artillery could actually swing in and help, but it, like all this cav here help rout the being what is a very aggressive Danish army. I think he's actually throwing in the bag potentially, because Ernst von Mansfeld is just charging in, and I think that's into a pike block. Yeah, that is. That cannot be healthy, sir. You need to get out of there. Even if it's a pretty light pike unit, you do not want to be in there. Yeah, this is the real concerning thing, is this cavalry flank over here. It's just, yeah, it's not looking good. A lot of musketeers here just being routed, and they're going to stay gone as well. We are seeing Danish Cav doing a bit of a counter-offensive. They're going for Matthias. Oh, I thought they could go for Matthias Gallas, however they haven't. The Pikes here are going to get routed in a moment. This is a Cuirassier regiment. It could side charge or go for Gallas. I think I'd go for the general, try and take off the head of the snake. We've got some musketeers in the front line here as well for the Danes. I guess they're going to maybe try and fire point-blank range to Gallas. Yep, they are. Do what damage they can. I think, yeah, looking at this Danish army might be about to fully capitulate. There's a lot of units just wavering. That cavalry regiment, yeah, that Cuirassier there should not have routed, really. And I think Ernst Manfeld might have just routed, and I think you're going to see a mass rout there from the Danes on this flank. That is a real shame and a bit unnecessary. I don't feel like they were out just yet, like the Danes. I don't think they really needed to throw in the towel, but they did. Leaves the army that I thought was going to get routed first to face off against the HRE. Looks like that's their job, to hold the rear. And the Catholic League is now here smelling blood. They've already destroyed one Danish army. They can flank in and try and get the next. I think Christian's gone. I honestly do not know. I think Christian the Fourth is, of Denmark is gone. So yeah, I think that's pretty much every general gone for the Danes. And only the HRE have lost theirs. The Danes advance. I guess they're just marching towards the guns, doing what they can. Oh no, Christian the Fourth is still alive. He's still kicking. Looks like he's actually been tussling with Count of Tilly, who is... he's exhausted. I thought maybe he was wavering. I mean, the cavalry here, if it just keep wrapping around, you get behind these Danes, you'll rout them very quickly. As you can see, the Catholic League just keep blasting away these Danes. And the Danes have a lot of marksmanship to learn before the time of the Napoleonics, because by the Napoleonic Wars, and certainly in NTW3, they are excellent shooters. I don't think they are really at this point. They're relying a lot on the Scots for their roster. In rifle range now, sir. Well, funny enough, you're using a musket, not a rifle. So you wouldn't know what a rifle range is. Ripping piece of that guy that was on the end of the road that's got blasted as well. Yes, I mean, it looks like, yeah, they're just sort of going back to back, which is never really a great strategy I found in Pike and Shot. If one unit routs, everything seems to just fall in on itself. We'll see, though. The Catholic League's turned some troops around to help deal with this Danish army. It looks like it's actually, causing the HRE a bit of bother. It looks like the Catholic League is just going to keep moving forward as quickly as they can, and yeah, being really aggressive. Getting stuck right into the Danes here, trying to get around that flank. It's constantly what players will want to try and do, is just, get around your flank like this with a couple of units of musketeers. The first one can immediately turn in and start blasting. This one keeps moving around and then flanks and shoots you. And then you just keep doing that, rinse and repeat down the line. And there you go. You see already sort of like starting to rout. That probably is going to rout. Pikes move forward as sort of a response to try and silence some of these musketeers so they can turn their line, the Danish ones, and deal with the flank. Keep poking away, boys. Keep poking away. Yeah, these two Danish armies holding on. I think the battle's pretty much, decided. You never know. I have seen some crazy sort of like mass routs by players in this game. But I think with having already lost one army to mass rout, I don't think Denmark's going to suffer. It's going to be losing any sort. It's going to be winning any sort of like morale games. Yeah, I mean, it's not really. It's a bit of a shame that Denmark's obviously not done great in this one. Be nice to see them have won their debut, but it looks like. Oh yeah, look at that mass routing. That's just a couple of units to go, and bish bash bosh. There you go. They've routed. That's sort of like army that should have routed a long time ago, already going, and now it surely won't be long until the final Danish army goes. But that's how quick it can happen. Your mass route is like a click of your fingers, and they are gone. See, I wouldn't really say much of a tactical masterclass by anyone really too much today. I mean, I certainly think that the Catholic League over on the far side over there did a very good job isolating the Danish player. Once he kind of tried to march to get around his really strong position, he then isolated him, which I could say is a bit of a masterclass, I guess, in a way. I'm going to see a charge here from the infantry going in. I guess they're just trying to master out these guys as quickly as possible. Actually, if anything, they're routing a lot of their own troops here. Mercenary Musketeers wavering. Yeah, a lot of troops here. You need to be careful. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Musketeers breaking. Like a rear charge from the Cav here, though. Would probably save the day. There you go. Pappenheim's cuirassiers going in. We've got some like pikemen here. General, we've got the Count of Tilly. This is the descend in, just finish these guys off because at the moment, yeah, they're actually kind of beating back that Catholic League. In melee, it seems like the Danish have done quite well today. At least in a few, well, I wouldn't say all the melees, but there are quite a few melees that have done quite well. There you go, Cav going in. I was going to say charging in the pike unit. It was a tiny little pike unit. I don't think it's really going to stop them. But less than 100 men. And with that pretty much gone, you can see the cavalry here, the Pappenheim cuirassiers going into the backs of these Danes. Once they do that, it's a chain rout. It's going to start to take place. Army losses. And that, I imagine, is going to be GG. Because Christian IV is still alive. He's wavering as well, and that's going to be GG for the Danes. And a victory for the Catholics. Guess that makes up for their defeat in the Battle of Lomnice not long ago. And there you go, another victorious battle today for the Catholic League. So I'll end the battle, and I'll make a quick cut, and I'll see you guys at the end results. So we are back here at the end results. I believe this one was sent in by Itchy Left Nut, who was playing as one of the Catholic Leagues, I think, or maybe it was one of the Danes. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's from his perspective. I could be wrong. But yeah, we'll have a quick look at some of these unit stats for both sides. I mean, as you can see, like huge battle. I mean, most sides had like about 4 to 5k. Yeah, we're looking at about 5,000 troops in this battle. Insane. Unit stats, looks like we've got Panzers first. Maybe it's from his perspective. He was playing as the Catholic League. 321 kills with his mercenary Harquebusiers there. 293 kills with the Pike Infantry. Cuirassiers getting 277 kills, 257 kills. Harquebusiers, the Croatian ones, getting 232 kills. And then 170 kills with a German mercenary Harquebusier. And there are the rest of his kills. Sandwich playing as one of the Danes. The Danes are so new, they still don't all have unit cards, but a Ritter has 120 kills there. 111 with the Carabinier. Another Ritter here with 96 kills. But yeah, rough game for Sandwich when it comes to kills. It looks like, geez, yeah. Very, very poor day for him. Then we have Mini Stop playing as another Danish army by the looks of it. It's Life Regiment Ritter getting 253 kills. Is Sir Archibald Douglas Brigade getting 132 kills. Hampton Scots getting 205. Quite funny, the Scots are 2 and 3 for kills for the Danish army. 199 kills with a musketeer there. 162 with another one. There are the rest of his kills. Then we have Mortiso Lincoln playing as I think the HRE maybe, or maybe the I think he might be playing as another Catholic League actually. Harquebusiers playing 348 kills there. The German Ritter, getting 325 kills, 281 with another German Ritter, 255 with the Harquebusiers, 254 with another one, and then his Croatians getting 196 kills. So his Cav did very well. And his first actual infantry unit that got kills was a Pike unit with 192 kills. Yes, he was playing as Matthias Gallas's Catholic army. Then we have Itchy Left Nut playing as the HRE. Had a rough game, not huge kills. Pike's 142 kills, 140 with the Cuirassiers there, 102 with his Musketeers. Yeah, nothing much in the triple figures. Then we have Schwarzenberg playing as the final Danish army, I think. And yeah, nothing really. I think he got isolated and annihilated. 96 kills, 95, 94 with his Scots. And yeah, nothing else really getting huge kills, unfortunately. But yeah, there you go, guys. That is today's Pike and Shot battle. If you did enjoy, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.